A live look from Ames, Iowa, Jack Trice Stadium. It's the Utah Utes and the Iowa State Cyclones. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Iowa State has had to turn the page. After Matt Campbell left for Penn State, Jimmy Rogers is the new head coach, and he has great opportunity to make some noise for the Cyclones. Iowa State has a good reputation of finding young, up-and-coming coaches. We'll see if they've hit the jackpot again with Jimmy Rogers. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To the air, it's Rayner. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup and they have a first down.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I think one of the reasons this offense is so dynamic in the passing game is they've got multiple receivers that can hurt you throwing it. First play of the game, they get a first down throwing it to one receiver. And now in the second play, they get another first down throwing it to a different guy. As a defense, you don't know which guy to double cover. And this is going to be a real cat and mouse game for the rest of this one.
Could not make his way to the corner.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Tight end now in motion. Takes it from the gun on third down. Pressure coming. Working on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got a little grass. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fired in from the red zone for the score. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'll run for it. It's Parker. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He won't have enough for the first down. Is the defense able to corral him? It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Off-play action on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes one man miss. Oh, he broke out another move. Maybe a crease. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll run out of the gun here with Parker.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Dampier. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They've put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks.
Makes the grab in their space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Rayner. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Nothing you can do about that. This quarterback saw the matchup he wanted, took a shot. Wasn't the perfectly thrown ball, but his guy went up and somehow snagged that with one hand.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The hand to the running back. Jumped on top of the pile.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow. Try to get some penetration. Try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. We joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Makes the catch. It's Simmons. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the RPO, complete. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Dampier looking to scramble. Trying to escape. There he goes. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
They'll give it to Parker. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of ball handling goes on in the option, but after you pull it, you got to make sure you take care of it.
Because you're going to be in the teeth of the defense, right, Reese? I mean, if you pull that football, you're still in the center of the field where all those big D linemen and linebackers are living, so you got to be extra careful with your ball security.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Got his man to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, and it was a nice comeback route. Most important part of a comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running a go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football catch. A nice route by the wide receiver.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The give. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers at 2nd and 13. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
They lost a couple on that last completion, now looking at a 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The keeper on the option. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Cyclone fans, on your feet. It's 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
The Utes will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. My goodness, he unloads on that one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. The run to the right. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go to the counter. Here's a little room there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Now on the option. Now the toss. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the big fella. The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Rush is on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cyclones will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner will be brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Under fire. Across the 25. He's got room. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for 1 final play of the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He's got the tight end, putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Third and 6 yards to go. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Here's a gift to Parker. There's some room. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Pulls and fires complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offense just trying to get the ball to the receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Utah! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll try the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game, as we're starting to get late. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
They'll run it from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Parker. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. To throw, it's Dampier. Pressure coming. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They've got to keep their quarterback up there.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, but you're going to have time to throw.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There to make the stop, and boy, does he love to try that spin move. Only got him 6 that time.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Snags it, and he's open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. power football with the run. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There's a crease. Got enough space. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Swings it out to the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Flips it out on the screen. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. You know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Nice move to keep running. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back to throw. It's Dampier. Lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
In the red area, it's Briggs. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff for Parker. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Number 17, set to kick it away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to him on the ground. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The run from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend. Really good job by the defense there, understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
The Utes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Has it, and he will score! Touchdown, Utah!
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that comes with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Coming out with it, it's Boyd. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So this offense really needs to put together a drive as they've seen their lead. Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Rayner. The quick out. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Nail, meat, coffin. What a big-time play on 3rd down to trust your guy to get the first down. And you know what that means. That clock is basically going to tick out, and you walk out of here with a W.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Handoff to the single back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on third and long. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College